called the travel agent. I hate calling travel agents. You know, they're like, you can just go on AA.com, whatever the fuck you're going to do. And she was like, I can't get you back till like maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. And I was like, you know what? It's going to be crazy this week with the airlines because everybody's flying back. So, but hey, I heard it went well. Jon Stewart, fucking Tammy Pascatelli, it went great. And I let them know. I go, listen, if you have anything in 2023 that you'd like me to stop in and do a show, give me it in advance. Don't tell me 2 nights before. Give me a fucking week or so. I know it doesn't work that way, but I'm not, for all the comedy, what I'm getting to is for all the hoopla, I'm not really to that level, guys. I could tell you, yeah, I'm that guy. Listen, it's an entertaining show. We have a great time. You guys know I always find the tangent to go off on. I'm high. We have a great time. We make the videos before and after to the city. I mean, this is all great, but I don't struggle up there, but I don't feel like I did before the pandemic, is what I'm trying to say. I don't know if it's because of the pandemic or what happened during COVID, or I don't know if I don't get on stage every night like I used to. It used to be second nature for me to get on a stage and kill it. I don't know, I don't know what the fuck's going to happen in 2023. I got one more show left on the 28th of January, but I got to tell you about the 29th of December. The 28th was a great fucking show. I didn't worry about it. I let it be very organic. I made notes leading up to the show, and I make my little notes and I write my jokes or whatever. But I'm not writing to the level that I was, and I'm all out of fucking stories. For the last 3 years, I haven't really done shit. And, I can't tell you another one of my fucking old stories again, even though they pop up during the set or something, somebody will throw. And I was going to tell the story last week of the Segura, one-legged woman. And I was like, I don't want to say it. Not to mention my wife was in the audience. She don't want to hear that fucking joke. But the show was sensational. Lee was fucking great, even though he had taken 200 milligrams. Tara was fucking tremendous. Eleanor is becoming a fucking powerhouse of a comedian, guys. Eleanor Kerrigan is not fucking around up there. She took that Philadelphia work ethic and that Philadelphia blue collar, and she's learned how to transform it on stage, and it is phenomenal, guys. All the women that went, I had 16 girls there. 16 women came with my wife that night. Total, it was 16, I'm sorry. My wife had the best birthday of her life, and I was so happy that I was a part of it. For the last 22 years, guys, I'm a dud. I hate my birthday. You know what I'm saying? Like, when your birthday comes, you're like, what am I going to do? I'm one of those idiots. And every year, it's the same shit. I take her out to dinner, and I give her some fucking piece of stupid fucking jewelry that she wears twice a year, and we come home. That's her birthday. And my birthday's even worse. I mean, we don't do dick, so this year, her birthday fell on the night of that show, and these girls went all out. I mean, they rented a limo. They went to dinner at Carmine's in the city. They walked to the show. They got fucking hammered. Some of them were smoking in the back, eating edibles, jumping up and down. It was great to see my wife having a great time, and the pressure was off me. I didn't even give my wife a present. I think I gave her a fucking card. That's it. Because the pressure was off me. That's the hardest thing in the world, when you have to buy something for somebody on the 24th of December, and then you got to turn right back around the 28th for their birthday. That sucks, guys. You don't know how hard you try. You can't. It's not like a secondary gift. Like, I usually buy my wife like a couple nice gifts and then a couple small ones, right? And you put them in your stocking, a notebook, whatever. And then, but for Christmas and birthday, you can't give them secondary type gifts. I can't throw her a pair of underwear. I got to throw her some main shit. So it's rough, but this year, the show was great. I mean, the energy in the room, Catherine Narducci was there. Tara came. One of my dear friends was there I grew up with. And all of them said the same thing to me days later. They were like, we've been to a lot of shows, but that show was primarily really fucking special. The audience was all in. My wife was crying. Some of the women were crying on the side when I got on stage because of the love in the room. I mean, I was watching Lee, and I couldn't believe the love he was getting, and Tara, and And it was just people having a great time. And that's what a comedy show's supposed to be, guys. You know, you could add the lights and the DJs and you could jump up and down. But if the material and the love aren't there, you got nothing in that room. I've been into great places to perform. And I think people are just so excited to be there, they forget about what they're there for. So when you're a part of something like that, yeah, listen, I've been doing comedy for 30, and if I had a name and hundreds of shows, I've been involved in like 1,000 shows like that, where it's not about the comedy. People are just so fucking energetic to be out, you know. Best week of the year, I always tell people, is the week after Christmas. And I'll tell you that the business side of it, the money side of it is great. People want to go out. People are dying to give you money to make them laugh when you're a comic. It's surreal what happens on the 26th, 27th, 28th, and 29th of the month. And then, of course, you got New Year's. You got what some people call amateur hour. Listen, to each his own, you know. But comedy, entertainment, fucking the 26th, people can't wait to get the fuck out. I don't know what it is. You see the difference in the attitude. It's like the night before Thanksgiving. I love performing on that night. I used to perform in Irvine every year. I got to tell you something, guys. I used to sell it out. I used to make good money on that night, 2 shows. But the shows were so goddamn bad. The shows were so goddamn bad. Looking back at them, listen, man, Irvine used to be 45 minutes from Studio City. And on that day, on Thanksgiving Day, it takes you 2.5 hours. You don't know how many times Lee and I were stuck in bumper-to-bumper traffic headed to Irvine. I did Thanksgiving maybe 6 or 7 years in a row. And I got to be honest with you, looking back at them, I hated every one of those fucking shows. From the first year when I ate the fucking Umi burger and I got sick on New Year's, on Thanksgiving, the fucking, what's those Japanese burgers? There's a chain, like, and then they used to cook at the Improv. I ate one night, I don't know I think it was fucking bat beef or some shit because I was sick, but that's not the situation here. The situation was that those shows used to suck. Irvine's like in the middle of the place. They come to see me to stare at me. They wouldn't laugh. Irvine's really weird. And I had great shows at Irvine. I'm just talking about the night before Thanksgiving. There was a couple clubs I couldn't fucking conquer if I wanted to in Orange County, just for particular reasons. It became a mental thing. Then I started rocking and rolling. I steamrolled past the mental thing. But Irvine, the night before Thanksgiving, I'd do it every year. And every year on the drive home, I would giggle on how it was just a show.